13th round with your main man, Kenny Caraway. Shout out to my people over at Meisters. Big ups to Ryan and the whole crew. Jovan, all my people over there at Meisters. Over the weekend, young phenom, up-and-coming prospect, Vergil Ortiz took care of business with a knockout of Michael McKinson in his bout over the weekend on Saturday night. I really like Vergil Ortiz. I think he's a hell of a fighter. I'm interested to see what's next for him. I know that there's reports that he's the #1 contender for Terrence Crawford's. I think it's the WBO belt, or I can't remember if it's WBO or IBF, but whatever belt that Crawford has, he's a #1 contender. And the thought is, if Spence and Crawford falls through, which it looks like it's pretty close to being done, so we don't have to worry about that. But if it falls through, you could possibly see Terrence Crawford going up against Vergil Ortiz. I personally would love to see Vergil Ortiz going up against Boots Ennis. I've always said, since I saw these guys coming up a couple years ago, I said these two are next. They're on a collision course. I'd love to see that fight. Now, is it a little too soon for that fight? Understanding the business of boxing? Absolutely, I understand it. I understand it, because you got two guys that could at one point be top 5 pound for pound, and you want to match them up right now with no belts on the line, with both of the undefeated records on the line, when you could hold them off for another 5 years or so, and that be an absolute mega fight for the sport of boxing. I understand the business of it all, but man, think about it. If you could get Boots versus Vergil Ortiz in a trilogy, oh man, now we talking. Now we talking. But I think Spence Crawford's supposed to happen, so I don't think you'll see either one of these two facing Spence or Crawford, and you don't find them facing each other. So Vergil Ortiz is probably going to take another nondescript opponent in his next fight. He's going to walk through him, and we're just going to continue to see the build of one of the great prospects in the game right now. I like Boots better, but Vergil Ortiz is the truth, and that's the 13th round.